believe that growth starts here, inside of us. We are responsible for the soil around us, those seeds. If the soil is toxic, nothing can grow. But if we can create a safe, nurturing environment, then every child, every parent, every foster family has a chance to bloom into what God has designed them to be. At Open Arms Initiative, we are committed to planting seeds of hope, watering them with truth and love, and believing with all of our hearts that God will grow them into something great. This is more than a program. This is a calling. And every child and every family we encounter, it's worth planting, is worth watering, and is worth the wait to see what God grows.
One of the things that I think sets Open Arms apart from the other agencies is our level of support and commitment to our applicants, getting them comfortable and moving them through the process. And, being that support, being that advocate for them, helping them understand behaviors that they may be seeing with the children who are placed in their home, and just supporting them in all aspects of fostering.
I would say one of the biggest benefits of working at Open Arms is our team is amazing. We work as a team together. We work every day together, but we're also a family together. We're very close with each other. We kind of know each other so well. We know when something's wrong, whether it's personal or whether it's through the job, and we all step up and help that person.
Being able to work at Open Arms, I've seen a range of kids come through here. Usually when they come, they're reserved, scared, because they're being placed in a new home. They don't know this person. But I would say the most rewarding part is as these kids are spending more and more time with these foster parents, they are starting to open up and they're starting to, come into their own and just really evolve into great kids. But my favorite part is just like the fun that they bring.
Therapists never really want to or need to be concerned with the financial side of it because that's not why they're therapists. So I kind of alleviate that stress for them. They put their notes in and then I bill based off their services. So I guess that's something they don't have to worry about. They're more concerned with building rapport and fostering relationships with their clients, developing trust and stuff like that. And the therapists put in a lot of time and effort and stuff that they do. So they do deserve to be compensated for it. My job is to make sure that happens.
In my past roles as an outpatient therapist and working with the DHS caseworkers and working with the children that come from these abusive homes, that kind of lit a spark in me to what can I do to help these children? What can I do to help these families, help these children? And as it turned out, my contribution that I could do best was helping maintain the standards and helping make sure that the agency is stable enough to do that.
Every person's story is so different, and the expectations are so high when it comes to therapeutic foster parenting. Parents put in a lot of work and effort, and our kids are doing just the same. And so when it comes and when they meet in the middle and it does work, it's beautiful, it's glorious, it's like this beautiful story that's being written. That's what we aim for.
I got into foster care because I've worked with children all my life. I was a teacher. I've taught for approximately 25 years. I lived in Broken Arrow. And when my son went to college and my mother had passed away, I was in a house all by myself, and I don't really like being an empty nester. So I knew there was always a need for foster parents. As a matter of fact, back in the 1990s, I adopted a child out of foster care. So I've always known about foster care, and that's when I decided to get back into it. I had empty bedrooms and just missed being around children.
Changed my perspective because, you may just think that a child may be acting out, but it taught me about triggers. What are some reasons why they're doing this? It may be something that maybe it's like an impulse. What's driving them to do this? Did something happen? Did something, trigger a memory or something like that? So it taught me to maybe just stop, sit back and take a pause and maybe rethink the way how I would normally think about things.
Support at Open Arms has been very accessible, which is one thing that I really like a lot. For me, I really appreciate that I'm able to get in contact with them through many different avenues, whether it be group message, email, text message, call. I really like that I have informal avenues that I can take. I can just shoot a text message and get a response quickly.
To be honest, I've always known that I wanted to be a foster parent just from an earlier age. When I actually lived in California, I went back and thought about it, and then we were presented with the opportunity to become foster parents with Open Arms. It was just always an opportunity that I've thought about and then kind of acted on the last minute. So
Annie and I have been foster caring for about 2.5 years. I went to foster care when I was little, me and my 5 brothers and sisters. So I felt like that I could just give back to the community, and me and Annie felt like that we should get into it. So after we had the first child come live with us, we decided it would be a good thing to do for the long run, because we have to give back to the community some way, you know. And our lives have been rough, and if I could take advantage of something to make someone else's life better, that's what I wanted to do, and I know that's what my wife wanted to do as well. So I had a good experience in a foster home. I had bad experience in foster home. But if I knew that there's kids out there that need a place, that I could offer a place that's at least pretty good, you know. And I know what can make someone feel like, hey man, maybe I don't belong, you know. So I just want to make them feel like they belong and included.
Your partnership through donations, sponsorship, or volunteering makes this possible. Every dollar directly funds counseling sessions, family resources, and community trainings that restore hope. Join us at Open Arms Initiative. Together, we can be the open arms someone has been praying for.